What's up, everybody? My name is Jason, and welcome to Small Biz. In today's video, I want to give you a stock market secret that I can promise you will make you a tremendous amount of money. Red will make you rich, not green. Red. You must learn to buy the fear and sell the greed. Buy the dip so you can sell the rip. And in the words of the immortal Warren Buffett, you must learn to be fearful when others are greedy and greedy when others are fearful. I've never said this on camera before, but the reason why you see diamonds and rubies is to remind me not only of my late great mother, rest her soul, who gave me a middle name of Aries. My birthday is 2 weeks from Monday on the 13th of April. It's that red, not green. Red's gonna make me rich. Every time I feel tired, or like this morning, like I didn't want to do the fucking video, and I've got my own reasons for that, I put this motherfucking thing on, basically a small house wrapped around my fucking neck, and it gives me a jolt like no other. We were in buying stock. I don't know about you. Hand over fist this morning. What did I say in yesterday's video? I said the Trump pump will fade. Wait for a pullback. That's when we were at 595 on the Qs. We went down just like I said we would, and we filled the gap at 582 last trade, 586 on the nose. This morning, we had stocks that we were trading that were down 5, 10, or in one case, RenX. I've given you that stock on here before. We've made money with it 3 times. RENX. Not too long ago, we sold half at close to 1560. 24% profit. We then bought it back this morning all the way down to 0893 because they're doing a 1 for 20 reverse split effective on Thursday. And if you followed, like I have, reverse splits in the last 6 months, it's no longer a 4-letter word. All those clowns over on a website that I no longer mention that want to get the fuck out of Dodge, I'll take your stock. I bought tons of it this morning, down around 9 cents a share. So a stock on paper that was down over 30% based on our cost basis, to be exact, of 0963. We're down what, 2%? Last trade, 0938. Folks, pinned in the top comment is your ticket to paradise. 102 and 3 since last August. Ask yourself, get a piece of paper out. If I would have made 27% on my money, your money, 102 times, how much is that? Well, let's play small ball. Let's say you only got $1,000 a trade, and most of our traders inside there are playing with a hell of a lot more than that. 27% on 1,000 is $270. Multiply that by 102 wins. Let's call it 25,000 to keep the math easy. Factor in 3 losses, only 10% each on average. So you netted 23,500. And how much would you have paid me in the last 9 months to go 102 and 3 on that 23.5 you netted on just a $1,000 lot? $5 a day, AKA $1,200. Let's see. I give Jason $1,200. He does all the work. And I, as a small fucking fry, make 23.5? That's at least 20 times on my money. I don't know about you, but take this guy out of the picture. If you have a business relationship with someone that's giving you 5, 10, or in this case, 20 to 1 ROI, you pull that fucking trigger all day long. But we've learned, and I knew this going way back to 1993 when I was a licensed stockbroker from 93 to 07, made all the mistakes so you don't have to, including going bankrupt in 2008. I knew back then as I do right now. Most of you, 90% in fact, do not have what it takes. You can't follow directions. You can't take a fucking punch like RenX down this morning when they were throwing the baby out with the bath water. We'll take that. You got any more? Because we're still hungry. We'll take some of that. So what was down 35 is now down 2 or 3% for us, and we're going to make money a third or a fourth fucking time. It's hard to keep track when you're 102 and 3. And while some of you just don't believe that, it's true. In closing, you know this guy right here? Some that many of you love to hate. I had nothing a few years ago. I quit corporate America in 2019. I started a remote sales company. Right upstairs with a friend of mine, I was selling church chairs. Can you believe that? I owned a company called Remote Sales, and I was selling fucking chairs to churches for 10 grand a month. Divide that 2 ways. I was barely getting by. So like many of you, I took out a loan from the SBA, $152,000 to be exact. And by the way, do you remember hundreds of videos I did? Comments that I answered till 3 o'clock in the morning. Nobody paid me a dime for that. I was a small business owner gasping for air like many of you. I had nothing. And then I got the bright idea through the grace of God to start a company, Small Biz Incorporated. I couldn't believe nobody had the name. Right down the street, Fran Tarkenton, Hall of Fame quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings. In 1999, he started Go Small Biz Incorporated. Frank, why didn't you just do Small Biz? It's because the good Lord had it waiting for me. 23 years later, I've gone from the outhouse to the fucking penthouse, ladies and gentlemen. I've made millions of dollars in capital gains, not only for myself, but for hundreds of people inside of the Discord. I am living proof that if this guy right here can do it, so can you. And best of all, I'll do all the fucking work. You buy me a $5 cup of coffee every single day. I'll stop you from panicking at the lows and getting all FOMO'd up the highs. I will literally send you in real fucking time to your phone or your desktop exactly what to buy, and unlike most Discords, exactly when to sell. In the last 2.5 years, 20x on your money. 102 and 3 since last August for almost 800%. The only question that remains is, are you in for just $40 the first 2 months, cancel anytime? Or like most people, are you motherfucking out? And until next time, always remember that I love you. And I hope to see you join us right now in the pinned comment at trysmallbiz.com.